like when you're actually streaming, do you still have like people who can redeem shit?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing as it used to be?
I took away the shot. So I'm
That's
going to
'cause
replace it with this. The world's largest gummy worm.
Dude, that's a big dilder.
You got this fucking gummy worm and shit, and it's just like...
Oh, God. I fucking hated that. I hated every second of that. I was going to eat more of that, but I'm not eating anymore. Half of that shit was in your fucking mouth.
I'm going to have bits to redeem this for me to, like, take a questionable bite. And the questionable bite would be like...
Stop! Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop! I hate that. I fucking hated that. God.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Blacklisted Gaming Podcast. It has been weeks since we've done an episode, and the reason why is because after we did the episode with Nelson to say goodbye to Doc, Nelson came back to me on Monday and said he had tested positive for the Rona.
Oh no!
Oh no, we got COVID. So we took that week off so that way he can, like, heal with thoughts and prayers. But no, he was fine. He tested positive, so I had to get a test. And my test was negative. Well, lo and fucking behold, the test that I take the week after, which was last week Monday. Well, when you guys see this, it'll be next week Wednesday. But today is Saturday when we're recording this.
That's confusing.
It's super confusing. But like basically a week after he tested positive, so the Monday after we did that live episode, which was 2 days, he tested positive because he started showing symptoms. And then then I got my test done. I was negative. The week after that, I tested positive. And the funny thing was, I had no symptoms. So I was like, I don't even understand how I got it. Like,
Oh
I mean,
my
I guess there's
God.
the many ways I could have gotten it. But the biggest thing was that had it not been for work making us take tests every week, I never would have known that I had it.
You just gotten everyone sick.
I would have just...
Everyone.
I mean, Alicia didn't get it.
You could have killed Mom.
I didn't see Mom.
You could have killed Mama. You fucking animal. Wait, can we swear on here?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Do you not know? I've literally shown...
I'm nervous.
I've shown...
I'm so nervous.
Why? You've been on this before.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm a new guest. Who am I?
You're not a new guest.
I'm
But-
Brock's brother.
This is Austin. He's my brother. For those that don't know who he is. For those that do know, it's a familiar face here around the podcast. He's been on a few
Hello.
times.
Hello,
Um,
Queef.
You were supposed to be high.
Supposed to. Decided
Wait,
against.
did you eat all the fucking...
No.
So show everybody what the fuck that is.
Roasted seaweed because it tastes good. And I go to an Asian market in Madison
Honestly,
once a week.
when you showed me that, I thought it was like brownie brittle.
No. Nope. It's just a pile of fucking seaweed. I go to...
Give it here.
I go to... Oops.
Let me try it. I want to try one of these.
Yeah, I go to...
This is, that whoever thought of this was desperate for food. Let me try out the seaweed and eat it.
Well, that's how you eat sushi. Sushi is wrapped in seaweed, or it's got seaweed in it.
That's true.
Just take one sheet. The rest is mine. Yeah, I go to
This
Asian
is like a Listerine fresh
Yeah.
fresh
the whole
strip.
pack is only 20 calories. There's nothing to it. It's just a salty
This
seaweed.
smells like the ocean. I hate it.
Why do you think? You look like a fucking idiot. It's not bad, right?
I mean, had it not been for the salt, this would be terrible.
I think if it hadn't been for salt, it'd just
You know
be
what
really bland.
you know one thing I don't, it's a texture thing. I don't like how, like, when you, as you put it in your mouth, I don't like as you put it in your mouth, it like wads up.
It's like I feel like I'm chewing paper mache right now. Salty paper mache.
What?
So good.
Who brought that idea up to you?
Me. There's a place in Madison called Global Market, and I've only, in the 2 years that I've been there, I've only been in this market twice now, and It just started like 2 weeks ago. So now I'm gonna start going to this Asian market once a week, and I just get a bunch of shit that I've never eaten before. Shit that I can't read because it's in, I don't know,
Seaweed,
Chinese.
sushi, cat,
Yeah.
all of it.
Yep. Dog.
Mm-hmm. Little puppies.
Dumplings.
So, guys, there was a lot of shit that we missed over the last couple of weeks.
So much.
But to be fair, also on the other hand, there wasn't a lot that we missed because everything was pretty much the same fucking news. There was no more news about the Microsoft buying Activision, which you might not know about that.
I heard.
Yeah.
Because they were going to buy Activision, Blizzard.
Oh, there actually was a new Microsoft acquisition.
Well, Microsoft was going to buy Activision, Blizzard, and King, right?
Activision is they own King, so they bought Activision in every studio.
Right, so they're going to acquire. Yeah, makes sense. Sorry.
There was another one that they just bought. So let's talk about. Here's going to be a list of all the topics for this week. So Google Stadia. If you guys remember Google Stadia, you'll know how much it sucked. Google is actually reportedly rebranding the whole Stadia thing, and now Google wants to move on from it. They essentially want to leave it no longer as a first-party thing. They want to leave it open as a cloud-based service that is no longer their focus. That's basically what they've said. So looks like Stadia is finally going to die soon.
Yeah.
Yay. So Halo, if you have been living under a rock, you would not know this, but apparently Halo has a TV series coming out on Paramount.
Sorry, I thought we were still talking about Stadia.
No, we're moving on. I'm going down the list of topics.
Oh, okay. Yes, Halo is coming out with a TV series.
And
an astute observation.
It's kind of been met with a little bit of backlash because for several reasons. One, this has nothing to do with the games at all.
Really?
The storyline has nothing to do with the games. It is its own thing.
I mean, I guess there's
you
something
get to
kind of
see
cool
Master
about that.
Chief's face most of the time. Yeah, he takes his helmet off. They said that there's going to be a lot of fight scenes with him without a helmet, which I'm like, why?
I don't like that.
And Cortana looks strange.
More on that later.
Well, Austin hasn't seen it yet.
I've not seen anything. I don't know what it's about. I will say, you know what? Fuck it. I'll save it for later.
By the way, we're also brought to you by G Fuel. We're not sponsored by them yet, but I'm really hoping to get it this year.
By the way, brought to you by
Killian.
George Killian's Irish Red.
Someone asked me for an ID for the... I did that the other night in front of Alicia during stream, and she's just like, what? And I was just like, We're also brought to you by the world's largest gummy worm. I want to thank my mod Butchmaster for sending this fucking monstrosity. This thing is huge.
It's really a dildo.
I have a clip
discreet
coming out
packaging.
soon of me doing, me really eating this thing on stream.
What do you mean?
I gave it the Glock 9000.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Sorry. I thought I was going to throw up.
I've got photos of it. There's evidence.
I'm so horny.
There's evidence. And I was playing the fucking Goodbye Horses. The din it, man, would you fuck me? I was playing.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I was reenacting that scene.
Idiot.
That was fun. Anyway, so more on the Microsoft. So Microsoft, last time we talked about Microsoft, they had bought Activision for $70 billion almost.
Wait, who? What?
Microsoft bought Activision for 69.
They did buy them.
Oh yes, they're currently right now the who is it? The FTC, who is the Federal Trade Corporation, are currently overseeing the deal right now.
Federal Trade Commission?
Whoever is in charge of trades and stocks and shit.
Yeah.
The FTC.
Yeah.
They are investigating it. They're looking. Well, obviously they have to. This is a very large acquisition. $70 billion is nothing to fucking blink at. And this is the largest gaming acquisition in gaming history.
Wait, you're saying billion?
Billion. $69.7 billion they bought Activision for.
That's bigger. Yeah, I thought you
This
said
also
million.
means Bobby Kotick could be seeing the boot in the next couple of years.
And that is?
The CEO of Activision.
Okay, yeah.
The person we've been shitting on this entire
Yeah, I was going to say
for
fucking
years.
douchebag.
Microsoft also bought Bungie for $3.5 billion.
Okay. I knew that.
So they had this acquisition was like last week, but they. I hate this light. I need to get an actual mount for this light. But they bought Bungie, which was kind of insane because Bungie was going independent. There's a lot of things that are going into not just that deal, but how Destiny is going to work as a game, because
shit.
Everyone thought
it's going to be shit.
It's not going to be shit.
Destiny 2 is shit.
Destiny, have you played it recently?
Dude, I watched you play it and I fucking hated it.
It's because it's not your jam.
That's why I think it's shit.
It's not shit.
I also think
just because it's not your preference doesn't mean it's bad.
I think how they did like loot boxes and shit like that. I find that garbage. I hate that.
It's not loot boxes. It's a loot system.
Well, whatever. That's what I mean. I'm not super big on the game talk.
Okay, so games that have they're like kind of like RPGs or MMOs, like doing missions give you random gear at the end of it for completing it, and the harder the mission is, the better the gear that you're going to get. Just
maybe.
No, usually it is going to be better gear than what you already have. It's just you don't know what that gear is going to be.
Yeah.
But you do know that there are certain gear, like certain weapons and armor that you can get from doing like the harder versions of that. Hi, honey. Hey, you want some seaweed? Austin's got fucking salted seaweed.
What?
You hate seaweed? I just ate one.
Would you be opposed to lighting the sage? He told me not to do it because I might set it all on fire.
Just don't do it too long. Like,
don't hold the...
Are you going to light the sage? We're going to cleanse this room.
Do I?
We're going to get the evil, the bad energy away. The bad what? The baddies. We're getting rid of the baddies doing this.
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Let them know when.
Huh?
Yeah, you gotta do it like that. There you go.
There, yeah, that's way...
Oh, man.
Fuck!
Well, when I light it, it never goes...
Whatever.
Sorry, I don't... Yeah.
You gonna throw up?
No, it's just the beer.
It smells like Christmas, doesn't it?
It smells like sage.
So, people were wondering if this is going to mean that Destiny's going to go PC and Xbox exclusive, which it's not. They're still fully committed to keeping the game fully cross-play on all platforms. So, next news is that we're going to talk about the greatest thing ever that we always talk about, and that's fucking NFTs, because I love talking about NFTs.
Yeah!
Austin still has no idea what those are.
I just know
I barely know what
they
are. I barely know what they are.
Tell me. Tell me more.
But Ubisoft has had their latest effort to convince employees that NFTs are good, and that thing fails really hard. We'll dive into more of what exactly they did. On top of that news, Ubisoft's free-to-play battle royale game called Hyperscape, if you've ever heard of it.
Heard of it?
They're killing it. They're shutting it down. So Hyperscape, Ubisoft Cyberpunk Battle Royale, will be shut down.
Wait, Cyberpunk Battle Royale?
It's not it's a Cyberpunk era.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's not Cyberpunk.
I was gonna say
that. Well, even though that game in itself is kind of, I don't know, it's been through the ringer the last year or so.
By the way, sorry, I don't know. I'm like halfway, almost done with this beer. It's making me really burpy. So
don't worry about it, man.
Sorry,
I fart in the mic. Who cares? Who cares?
Hey, somebody farted in this mic?
The guy that had COVID used that mic.
You know how many times I put my mouth on this mic?
That was weeks ago. You're good.
Well, I don't care if you had COVID weeks ago. I'm just talking about farting and.
No, I fart in this mic. I don't know if anyone's ever farted in that one. I mean, these filters kind of get passed around depending on on the need. So it's really in the air if that's the one that I farted in or not. I farted in this one. I know that's for sure.
Whatever.
So, but yeah, Hyperscape is getting shut down because obviously it's not performing. And speaking of not performing, Battlefield 2042 has a petition for refunds, which has reached 160,000 signatures since Monday.
Ooh, that's fast.
And it's gained basically 50,000 signatures a day.
Not gonna lie, this game seems so underwhelming. I forgot it even
It
existed.
is the worst Battlefield in the franchise, and it was so bad that EA, in an earnings call, said that it wasn't this, but they said that Battlefield didn't meet their expectation. As you know, that's their way of saying that like we fucked up, and that's just what it is. They said Battlefield did not meet their expectations, and no shit, it didn't meet your expectations because you fucking gutted it. And as a result, Tom Henderson, which is one of the guys that he's an insider with us for EA, like he basically has inside knowledge of EA games and shit, has discussed that EA is no longer prioritizing Battlefield as its primary game anymore.
Why would they? They've got FIFA. They've got
Madden. They've got FIFA.
2K.
And speaking of Madden, the fact that they own that IP and they still fuck it up every year. It's just cut, copy, paste garbage every year.
What else are you gonna do with it?
Make it better.
How? It's a
They
realistically, it's a bland concept.
The things that they've been doing, they've been promised. All the things that they promised are saying new to this season and shit. And come to find out, it's not new. It's not new at all. It's been a mechanic that's been in the game since Madden 10. It's not new at all. They've been using the same shit for the last fucking 15 years, and they just renewed their. I think last year they renewed the fucking contract with the NFL to keep making more Madden games, and the Madden games don't perform well at all ever. Each year they suck. They get worse and worse as time goes.
I don't know. I don't see why. I mean, you can't really polish that up more than you already have.
Oh, one of the things that I forgot to mention about Battlefield is that Season 1 for Battlefield has been delayed to summer. It was supposed to come out next month, and that includes the scoreboard, because the game doesn't have a scoreboard. It also doesn't have voice chat. They're relying that people talk on Discord or party chat. The game has no voice chat or scoreboard, so you have no idea. You have no idea how well you're doing, and you have no idea how well anybody else in the game is doing.
Really?
Yeah. You can't see
For
anyone.
a strictly multiplayer game, that seems like a big fuck up.
It was huge. Everyone's like, why is there no scoreboard? You can't change the zero in sniper rifles anymore. Remember how you could do that when you're shooting?
On some scopes, yeah.
On all scopes.
Really?
All sniper rifles and DMRs could be changed there. You could change the zero on them. You can't do that anymore. You can't change it on any of them. So you're just like stuck dealing with bullet drop.
This game sounds like shit.
It was really bad. Like the weapon bloom where you're like, there was videos out there of people shooting at people and no hits, and then they just die. And it's because the bullet registration is so broken, and I don't know how well they fixed it. There's even there's bug fixes that still haven't even been rolled out yet.
How has this even been in development?
They said it's been in development for years, and the beta, which I've told everybody, betas are the final product. I don't give a fuck what you say. The beta is the final product. It's not a beta. It's not going to improve much from what you're playing. And everyone's like, well, this beta was a 3-month-old build. It's not the actual game. No, that beta was, it's actually come out that wasn't a 3-month-old build. That was like a month-old build. And they just threw it all together and tried to make it work, and it didn't work at all. Vehicles are insanely overpowering in that game because they can regenerate their health. It takes multiple rockets to fucking take out a tank. And by then, the tank is so fast, and there's so many of them that you don't stand a chance. Like, anybody can run rockets. Snipers can run rocket launchers. There's 22 guns in the whole game. There are 3 assault rifles, 3 SMGs, 2 LMGs, 3 sniper rifles, 2 pistols.
What the fuck?
And 1 rocket launcher.
Are they even realistic at all?
No, they actually changed the names of them. It's where they're not like the actual gun.
Probably because of the licensing.
Why did they do it? How did they not have the licensing on this one, but they had them in all of the other ones?
Maybe they did. It's just, I don't know.
Zero destruction. There's no destruction anymore. This whole levolution that they've all had for years is gutted completely. So I know you guys have already heard the Battlefield talk. He hasn't. That's the only reason why we're touching back on that.
Yes, catering to me, not you.
Yeah, catering to him. Fucking
Correct.
not y'all. So how have you been? I see you basically every other week because you just come home all the time. What's up? You come home a lot. You come home a lot.
What?
You're here almost every other weekend, every few weeks.
Dude, I think since in the past 2 years, I think I've been here 10 times.
False. I mean, with your appointments, but mostly your tattoo appointments.
Okay, yeah, with that. I don't know, man. I'm good. I'm coming home in a few weeks for good until I move to
When's the move?
Canada. To Canada?
Yeah.
Well, Maya's going to be here on the 14th. Then spend a day here with family and friends on the 15th. Then we're going to fuck off on the 16th.
March 16th?
April.
April.
Yeah.
All right. Alicia's going to California the day after St. Patty's Day.
For how long?
A week.
Okay, so, yeah, she'll meet Maya.
Providing California's still there.
Good one. Fucking idiot. But yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, no, I'm good, though. I mean, it's the same shit, different day, different smell, every day. Nothing new going on, man.
How's Army life? You're over it?
Yeah.
I told you would be. You were so hard charged about that, and I told you you'll get sick of it.
Honestly, whatever. I mean, yeah,
Tell me I was wrong.
So some of the things you've experienced, I have not experienced.
Well, of course.
In fact, a lot of the things you've experienced, I have not experienced, obviously.
Because you were not really, you were on orders, but you had more lenient orders. Maybe not at first.
Yeah, see, yeah, I'm not active duty, never was, but, I mean, being on the orders that I'm on, it's just
He's a COVID-19 hero.
I'm a COVID warrior.
He's got a deployment patch.
Thank me for my service.
You're such a fucking hero. I don't know what you won. Would you say that you won the war on COVID?
Oh my God. Yeah. Join the National Guard. Just kidding. Don't
join the National Guard.
Do it if you want.
Stop telling these people that to make bad decisions. What's wrong with you?
Do what you want, man.
Yeah, do what
Girl,
you want.
soul, person. Do what you want.
Zimzer.
They, them.
They, them. He, her. I think when people
he, her.
I think when people put pronouns in their bio, it's very strange to me.
Speaking of, I went to a store. Actually, no, the grocery store in Madison and by Easttown Mall. There's people there who have, people at stores who work there. Their name tag says their pronouns on them. As
I saw that at Quick Trip.
I saw this one person, blue hair, dude, clearly a dude, shaved head, but it was blue.
It was blue buzz. It was buzzed down, but it was blue.
Yeah, blue. Weird colored nail polish.
Let me guess, they, them?
No, he, him. I was just oh, okay. I was kind of surprised. I thought to see some fucking weird shit I've never seen before, and I was no, just.
Hey man, all I gotta say is if you want to be a potato, I don't give a fuck. You could identify as a fucking beanie hat. I don't give a shit. But don't tell me. I don't. It's not pertinent to me.
You can tell me. I just don't care.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's I don't care, man. Do you. Just do you. I don't care. It's just when you go out of your way to put it out there.
It's ma'am.
Not like that, but I'm talking about when you go out of your way to put it out there. Yeah. It's weird to me. And it's not that it's weird to me. It's more of all right, cool. You want a cookie? I don't know what the fuck. I've seen it in class when they put their pronouns in their fucking name tag. But the thing is, they don't on Zoom classes. They put their pronouns in their name on their Zoom, but they turn their cameras off. So it's okay, we can't identify you at all because we can't see you. So
you don't need to know what I look like. You just need to know that I'm a person.
Well, honestly, some classes, in online classes, you should have your camera on because how else are they going to know that you're there? You could easily just be fucking off.
I mean, that's the whole point of online classes.
No, they're the Zoom classes, they are.
Yeah, that's.
You need to be. It's required that you are in the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
But you have these guys or these people that are in there have their cameras and audio off, which the teacher typically mutes the audio anyway, but like to turn the camera off, it's like there's no proof that you're actually there.
Yeah.
And I understand sometimes people don't want to like see themselves. Like you. You were very uncomfortable when I put the camera on you.
Yeah. I can't see what you guys see, so I don't know if I've got seaweed in my teeth, on my face. I don't know.
There's no seaweed on anything. You're good.
Okay, cool.
You just got that dumb fucking mustache. Don't worry. I will have a mustache too.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Let's
gonna
do that right now.
I was currently on a weight loss journey. I'm still cutting a bit. I'm trying to cut because I want to fucking lose some face fat before I just roll out with a fucking mustache. Nelson, you've seen Nelson, right? He's the bigger guy.
No.
All right.
don't
Well,
know who that
Nelson
is.
rocks a mustache, and when Doc was
Sorry.
leaving, it was the whole plan was that because he is now going to be taking over for Doc because he's the new Doc. He's going to be the new co-host. Me and him are going to rock mustaches for a little bit.
Why don't you just keep a mustache forever?
I don't want to keep a mustache forever. Alicia is not fond of the idea of me having a mustache at all. She's gonna be really sad when I get rid of this beard. She's never seen me without it. Actually, that's not true.
Yeah,
When she met me, I didn't really have much of a beard. I was just kind of starting on my process of growing one, so it was really, really short. But
It's looking less red, by the way.
yeah, I noticed that. I don't know why my beard isn't as red anymore.
It used to be really red.
It's not red anymore. It's getting darker, which is weird. Why?
I don't know. Mine's getting gray.
You got gray already? I don't have any gray.
I have.
Actually, that's
I've
not
got
true.
I've got a lot of gray in my beard. and I don't know why.
I plucked one gray. Like I haven't been going gray. I'm not going bald. I don't know what's up.
Maya said that up here I'm thinning, and she's seen gray hair.
I'm so glad you
So-
got the gene and I didn't.
Yeah, but see, like she says it's thinning, but I don't see that. I did buy Rogaine, but I'm not gonna lie.
That bothered you, didn't it?
I don't want. I don't want to go bald. I don't.
Bald is what's wrong with going bald? I mean, you've buzzed your hair off plenty of times. You don't look
yeah,
bad with
I
it.
look like a fucking idiot,
No, you don't. Looks fine.
dude. Bro, yeah, I do.
I mean, you will look like our father a lot. I will say that.
And he looks like a fucking idiot.
But he also has the thyroid problem where his eyes bulge out of his head. So
yeah,
mean,
I don't have a thyroid problem.
that you know of.
I went and got tested.
Your levels were good.
Everything's.
What was
perfectly-
your thyroid levels? Do you remember?
Oh, let me just think back to that medical chart of my blood work that I barely paid attention to because it said everything was fine. I don't know.
Oh, cool. All right. Well,
Yeah, it said no problems.
that medication I've been taking has been great, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel fatigue or tired throughout the day anymore. I mean,
Good.
now it's all just my sleep schedule's fucked because I'm up late.
See, that's the thing. Like
Before, it didn't matter what time I went to bed. I would go to bed, sleep for even 8. I could sleep for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours. Didn't matter. I woke up exhausted.
Yeah, not me. I can sleep for 3 hours, and I'll wake up and be like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I may be tired earlier. Nice. I'll probably get tired or like more tired earlier in the day than I would. But
more tireder.
Yep. I might get more tired.
I might get more tired as the day goes on. You got a hole in your mouth? What's wrong with you? What the fuck's wrong with you? You're spilling fucking drinks in my fucking studio. How dare you? There's electrical equipment, bro.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about the electrical equipment. I just whatever.
Yeah, everyone's gonna see that, by the way.
Good. Good. Let's see here with the wet wiener.
I also want to try to find horrible things on the internet for you to watch.
What now? What kind of horrible things? I have to admit, I don't have the stomach I used to have for shit like that. I'm not even gonna lie.
Poop stuff?
Oh, dude, I've never liked watching that shit.
Yeah. So you don't find any of that shit funny anymore?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched any of it. It's been a really long time.
Have you seen Norman Somerton?
I don't know what that is.
He's Canadian. He's the pig with tits, poutine fries.
Oh yeah, I've
You
seen
seen
that.
you seen that one?
Yeah, I have no interest in seeing it again.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I lost my edge for it.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, like I don't watch videos of people getting fucking murdered and shit anymore.
That's different. I mean, I don't really watch that shit anymore
Oh.
either. 'Cause
I used to watch...
It was kind of the point where it was like I was getting too desensitized by it.
Oh, I was. I was.
I was like, you know, like it still kind of doesn't bother me anymore. But there were things. Eventually, some things kind of bothered me where it was like workplace accidents because it was around equipment that I see every day. But it was also educational in the way that like I was aware that that could happen to me if I'm not careful.
Not like for me, it's just like I could watch any of it, and I watched it. All
What
the time.
what about injuries that aren't life threatening, like people doing stupid shit and getting hurt as a result?
That depends on what it is, I guess.
Okay. All right, I got some shit for you. So let's talk about Google Stadia.
I don't know much about Google Stadia. I
I
just heard
forgot to get rid of Nelson's camera. There it is. It's gone
Have
now.
I been off the entire time?
No,
Oh,
the third camera, that one.
Oh, so it's been looking at the floor.
No, it was when I switched over to articles. Like, as I have a whole article scene where like the viewers can see the articles that we're reading.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, I'm a fucking.
I don't know much about
that's too much.
Stadia. I just know
It sucks.
what I do know, what I've heard. It's a giant fucking trash bag.
So Google Stadia reportedly rebranded as tech giant moves to a fresh strategy. Google is planning to repurpose its Stadia technology by partnering with companies to white label the tech that powers the tech giant's streaming service. According to the outlet, the new partnership will be rebranded from Stadia to Google Stream. Several companies, including Capcom and Bungie, are among the companies expected to use the service because Destiny was on Stadia. However, it ran really bad.
I'd imagine, yeah.
Like input lag. You hit the jump button, in like a half second, your guy would jump. It was that bad. So according to
Bravo, Google.
Bungie, which is set to be acquired by PlayStation. Oh, it wasn't Microsoft. It was PlayStation bought Bungie. I'm a fucking idiot. It wasn't Microsoft. Oopsies.
See, honestly, when you said that, I was wondering because I thought Microsoft already had something with Bungie.
Yeah, I
mean, because think Halo.
I mixed it up. Listen, guys, I fucked that up. I will correct myself now. I know that if you've listened to me if you listen to me list the topics off and heard me say Microsoft bought Bungie, I apologize. Microsoft used to own Bungie, and they separated. That's why I
thought there was something different about that.
I misspoke, and I apologize. Let's go on now. Oops. So, Bungie, which they were acquired by PlayStation, is exploring its own streaming platform. Google is also broadening its horizons and apparently talked to other companies, such as the exercise equipment company Peloton. That's weird.
I did hear something about that.
So Business Insider reports that conversations between the two companies include whether Peloton can be a back-end provider for games running on its line of fitness bikes. Can you imagine riding on your Peloton
Playing Halo
and playing fucking like Destiny? We got a raid, bro. We got to get the Vault of Glass.
I mean,
and I got to get these miles in.
I can kind of see.
I mean, hey, if you're active while playing games, fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, there's something so weird about that.
It's weird, but at the same
just
time,
like,
it's weird. But I mean, there's a streamer that I know that he plays on his exercise bike every day. He streams from it. Like, he's on his bike. He's got his desk set up in a way where like he's got a camera set up next to him, and he's like riding his bike. His name is Sweaty Pedals. And like he just rides on this exercise bike while playing Warzone.
I mean,
and then like people
good for him.
And he does the push-up thing that I do, like where they do push-ups and shit. By the way, Maya was in my stream while you were passed out.
I know. She told me.
She's like, I should come here more often. I'm like, yeah, you should. Why don't you?
Yeah, please do.
Please do. I need the viewership. So,
what are you hitting on that thing?
I'm hitting the button that goes to the article scene.
Oh.
I have one for our cameras, one for me, one for you, one for the third camera, articles, and then Spotify music. Anyhow, so last June, Peloton announced its intention to launch an in-app fitness game. That sounds cool. This would not be the first time Google pivoted its licensing out for its tech to other companies. Last October, AT&T was offering customers a chance to stream Batman Arkham Knight free of charge on Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome. IGN received confirmation that both AT&T and Google that the game was being powered by the technology that Stadia uses. Interesting. Here's the Stadia controller, by the way.
Kind of looks like
It looks like an off-brand PlayStation controller.
it looks like
doesn't
a Switch version of Xbox controllers.
You mean PlayStation?
So, whatever.
Xbox has the thumbstick here and the D-pad here.
Whatever.
So the announcement that Google's
Same
blah, blah,
shit.
blah, is licensing out of Stadia Tech is an interesting approach for the company. Stadia launched in November 2019, though roughly 3 years later, the company's cloud gaming platform has had a rocky road. That's an understatement for sure. In 2021 alone, Stadia's game director left to join Stadia Cloud. Several employees left to join Haven Entertainment, and the head of product left the company entirely. Ooh, yeah, that's right. The guy that created the fucking product is like, I'm out. Additionally, roughly a year ago, Google shuttered its internal game studios, which is the first-party studios that it was making to make Stadia exclusive games. That shit was gone. I honestly think that Stadia is going to be around for maybe another year before they just scrap it all together and realize it's not worth the money to keep it running because no one's using it.
Based off the sounds of it, yeah.
Even because, like, the biggest thing that holds Stadia back is that not only do you have to subscribe to it to use it, you have to pay full price for the games.
On top of the
On top of the subscription. So, like, and then the games that you have to pay for are also free everywhere else. Destiny 2 is a free-to-play game.
Yep.
You have to pay full price for Destiny if you want to play it on
like
Stadia.
$60?
Yeah.
Full price?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least that's what it was when Stadia launched. Oh, that's Destiny. That's the new expansion coming out.
Oh.
So, yeah, I honestly don't think that Stadia is going to last very much longer. I'll be shocked if it lasts another year. I'm actually shocked it lasted this long.
How long's it been out? Like, well,
It came out in 2019.
I would say it was coming out like when I was still here.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, yeah, it was. I had literally just got this house. It came out. When it actually came out right when I started this podcast. It came out in December of 2019.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit before that. So
it was before that. It was.
let's talk about Halo, the Halo series.
Yes, please. Let's.
So, are you ready for this?
Ready. Can you turn it towards me so I can see it? Just
Oh, yeah.
a little more?
My bad.
All right. So things to talk about on this is Cortana looks like a fucking clown or something, or
Not like a clown, but I mean, okay. So I will say this: Cortana, the lady that plays her, is the actual voice actress for Cortana.
That's
so
cool.
it's really the real Cortana. However, the way
it's
she looks,
not the real Cortana.
Halo series Cortana. I'll show you.
What?
Yeah, she looks like a normal human.
That's weird.
It is extremely weird. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, like Cortana. To be fair, Cortana's had a change in look
Every game.
in every game.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like it's not too outside of the norm for the fact that Cortana looks different. This is Master Chief. Fuck this out.
Okay, yeah, let's watch the trailer and then we'll talk about it.
Have you seen the trailer?
Nope.
All right. We're gonna watch the trailer. This is the Halo series trailer.
AK-47.
Yeah, that was also another weird thing. Can you hear it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Humanity's best weapon. Master Chief, huh?
I mean, in his suit, Master Chief looks great.
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained for one purpose: to win this war. He and the other Spartans are our only effective weapons against the Covenant. He is lethal,
Covenant looks good.
upgradable,
The sounds.
and most importantly, controllable.
Covenant forces appear to be excavating some kind of object.
Oh, I do not like his
When I touched the object, I felt
It's not the actual voice actor though. It's a different
I
actor.
know.
felt different. What they did to us makes you numb.
And you just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
I feel this could go one or two ways. It could be really good or dog shit.
I'm Cortana.
That didn't even sound like her.
It's her.
Master Chief recovered something.
Sacred ring. Halo.
So here's the other thing: the antagonist is a human,
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering. It's not
which
even
is
the Covenant.
weird. It's not even the Covenant. It's a human that's running the Covenant.
Humans. Surrender to the Covenant.
Cortana, I'm gonna need you now.
Who plays Master Chief?
I'll show you.
Find the Halo. Win the war.
It sounds like Pedro Pascal.
It's not. I know it sounds like him.
It sounds so much like him. Say, dude, if he's playing fucking The Mandalorian and Master Chief,
He's
I mean that's kind of cool, but
Halo. Hang on, Halo TV.
just do Halo series cast.
I'm about to get to that. It's this guy.
That's fitting because he's a huge dude.
Yeah, he's pretty tall. He's a pretty big guy.
No, he's just overall big dude.
Yeah, that's what. But yeah, this is the guy that plays Master Chief.
Oh, I totally forgot.
You have to call.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine. It's fine. All right, so we're back.
Sorry.
Austin had to go take a phone call. But so yeah, back on the Halo TV series, like that's essentially the Halo series. And that's the guy that's playing Master Chief.
We didn't finish the trailer, did we?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh.
That was it. That's all it was.
Oh. Cortana does look weird, but at the same time,
It's
I kind of dig the look.
I mean, I don't know. It's tough for me to determine whether or not I'm still kind of in the air of how I feel about the way Cortana looks. Mostly that's because I'm used to her being like holographic and blue, and that is definitely not. That's like a human being looking thing.
Yeah.
So like,
But
who
if
knows?
you remember, I don't know, maybe my interpretation of it, but wasn't Cortana towards the end starting to like feel more things before she was becoming like ultimately about to die? Like,
no, she became corrupted and was like turning against humanity.
Yeah.
And then like that's the one thing that was my biggest thing about Halo Infinite is that like
I don't know if I played that. I didn't play that.
It's basically Cortana is just the story that we left off with in Halo 5 gets answered very vaguely. Because it was like she was turning on us, she took the Guardians and flew away, and then like was gonna just like she basically threw humanity in the Dark Age, and then like you start off fighting this whole new faction of brutes, and you're just like, how did we get here? I don't get it.
Yeah.
That was my biggest problem with that.
You're still Master Chief though, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. Halo Infinite is a good game. It's fun.
You played it?
Yeah, I've beaten it. It's very classic.
Is it on PC?
Yeah, it's on PC and Xbox.
I never knew that.
It's on the Game Pass. You can get the Game Pass and just get Halo for free. But yeah, I mean, Halo Infinite it reminds me of old classic Halo. The only problem is the multiplayer. All the classic maps aren't in it. The multiplayer it's fun, but it gets old after a while because it's just like it cycles through different game modes and different weapons, which is fine. But the problem is like all the classic maps are gone, like Blood Gulch. Everyone thought Blood Gulch would be back. It's not. So, I don't know.
I really like that one.
Everybody liked that one. So, hang on, let me change this.
I don't know. Personally, I like the idea. I like the idea of the series having nothing to do with the games.
Yeah, I mean, that way it's like its own material.
Right.
It's not retconning anything. There's plenty of source lore. I mean, I guess it saves from retelling the same story again.
Right. Well, I don't know if anybody really wants a show or a movie based off of the games that they've been playing for 15 years.
It leaves too much room to fuck something up.
Not only that, but it's just like there's nothing new about it.
No, there's not.
So
back to my correction of Sony buying Bungie. Sony buys Bungie for $3.6 billion.
oh my god.
Oh my god, Daddy. So Sony Interactive Entertainment has announced that it will acquire Destiny developer Bungie for $3.6 billion. Games Industry Biz reports that following the deal, Bungie will be run as an independent subsidiary for Sony Entertainment, Sony Interactive Entertainment, subsidiary or whatever, and will remain a multi-platform studio with the option to self-publish and reach players where they choose to play. Now, this is the confusing part. What is the reason why Sony bought them if they are still going to be an independent subsidiary? Money for what? What are they going to make?
Not?
Nothing. There's nothing going to be exclusive to Sony.
They probably have some sort of they have to have some sort of monetary benefit.
There's got to be something. I really don't know what it is. So
unless they eventually have plans on making games like Halo available to play.
They might be working on a new IP. I don't know.
Yeah.
So let's see. Bungie is best known for the creators of Halo, but since becoming an independent studio, have focused their efforts on Destiny, a live service FPS RPG where players can explore the galaxy as Guardians of Light. The company is also working on a new IP. There it is.
Yep.
There it is. So we've had a strong partnership with Bungie since the inception of Destiny franchise, and I couldn't be more thrilled to officially welcome the studio to the PlayStation family, says SIE President CEO Jim Ryan. In the official PlayStation blog post, Ryan begins confirming Bungie's independence. I want to be very clear that the community that Bungie will remain an independent multi-platform studio and publisher. Ryan also says that Bungie will sit alongside the PlayStation Studios organization, where the two groups will collaborate. PlayStation Studios will also gain access to Bungie's proprietary tools which can be used for PlayStation Studios teams, according to the blog. I think that's what the biggest thing is. They want to use the tools for their own shit.
Yeah.
So they want to make new games, but they want to use Bungie's tools for making those games to introduce the same mechanics. So maybe they're working on a new like MMORPG style game, and they like the way that. To be fair, Bungie did do a good job with it. I mean, even though it's not your jam, but like they did do a decent job with it. You know, Destiny 1 near the end was fantastic. Destiny 2 right now is doing pretty well, I'd say. I'm actually considering getting back into it. So,
yeah, not my thing.
In a separate blog post, Bungie detailed what the acquisition means for the company, calling SIE a partner who unconditionally supports us in all we are and who wants to accelerate our vision to create generation-spanning entertainment, all while preserving the creative independent that beats in Bungie's heart. Bungie reaffirms that it retains the ability to independently publish and develop games, even after the acquisition. That it's committed to supporting games and communities where they choose to play. This is Sony's 6th acquisition since 2021, though most of its studio acquisitions have been studios with long histories within PlayStation, like Bluepoint and Housemark, or support teams that specialize studios like Nixxes and Valkyrie Entertainment. While Destiny 2 has been heavily promoted alongside PlayStation, the exclusive bonuses for players on the system, Bungie's history and the intertwined across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and the company hopes to remain multi-platform after the deal. So this deal will also be scrutinized with Xbox, which recently have been making major acquisitions across the industry. And I will say this. A lot of people are saying that this is Sony's rebuttal to Microsoft buying Activision, and here's why it's not. These kinds of deals, especially at those prices, are not just overnight decisions, or they don't take, because this happened exactly 2 weeks after Microsoft bought Activision. This does not happen in weeks. This takes months to years. This is probably something that they've been discussing for at least 6 months to a year.
I mean, you're talking about a company purchasing another company,
right? For billions of dollars. This isn't just like, hey, you want $3.5 billion? Okay, here it is. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's put it on paper, make it official. It doesn't work like that. It's not that simple. It's not. This is nothing to do with Mike. It just so happens to happen. It just so happens that this is occurring near the same time.
Yeah.
This is not in response to Microsoft doing what they just did.
Unless it is.
I don't.
I doubt
it's
it.
not. It's not.
I highly doubt it.
So. Let's see. While building up Xbox Game Studios, Xbox acquired ZeniMax Media, which is also another acquisition they did make, including Bethesda Games, bringing Fallout and Elder Scrolls developer into the fold, and later announced that it will acquire Activision Blizzard and the teams responsible for Call of Duty and World of Warcraft. With Sony acquiring Bungie, this new age of studio acquisitions only appears to be heating up as studios look to expand their portfolio of teams and franchises. There's also the matter of Bungie's internal culture, which IGN reported extensively on. Whether this acquisition will help guide the changes currently ongoing at the studio remains to be seen. And what they mean by that is that there's been a lot of workplace misconduct allegations and within Bungie, and they're suggesting that maybe this acquisition with Sony will help, get rid of that. That remains to be seen. We do not know. But it's an interesting acquisition nonetheless, because I know people that play Destiny like, fuck, man, Destiny's going to be PlayStation exclusive. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not going to. One, even if they thought of doing that, even if the idea was on the table of doing that, Bungie would not have done this deal if that was the case.
Yeah.
Because they literally, not even a year ago, made Destiny 2 cross-play, cross-platform. So you could play with anyone. You could play with PC, Xbox, PlayStation. You could play with anyone. You don't have to be on that exclusively on that console anymore or on that system. Why would they undo that by making an exclusivity deal with PlayStation and making it exclusive to PlayStation? They wouldn't do that. They worked so hard over the last 2 years to make Destiny 2 crossplay, to the point where it's like that would just be undoing years of work to make that work the way it was supposed to. You really like that sage, don't you?
Well, it burned out, so I'm fixing it.
Yeah, it always burns out. It's supposed to burn out. It's not supposed to stay lit.
Oh.
What do you can stop doing that now.
Okay.
What are you, fucking medicine man?
Witch doctor. I'm a god warrior.
I'm a god warrior! You remember that chick?
Yeah, it's so old.
God, that is really old. We're showing our age now.
Was it Jesus warrior or God warrior?
God warrior. I'm a god warrior. We got demons in her blood. Some weird shit. Fucking religious people are nuts. Any whore.
Take offense to that.
I don't give a fuck.
Good. Because I don't take offense to that.
So, Ubisoft's latest effort to convince employees that NFTs are good,
Yes!
it falls flat.
So good!
An updated posted an internal message board earlier this week failed to convince employees about the merits of its NFT strategy, which the CEO of Ubisoft said that we understand that people don't like it. We don't care. They'll learn to like it.
First of all, what are NFTs?
So
I don't know. I know what it stands for, but I don't know what they are.
essentially how it will work and how it works in this is that the in-game items that you can purchase through NFT shit, like a skin for a character, which will have its own little serial number on it that's unique to it, that let's say another person buys the same thing, their serial number will be different. That's it. You technically own that, and you can sell it to other people.
Okay, so is this...
Want to know what you have to...
what's the game that's... you can buy ships for $9,000? Is that the same concept?
Buy ships for $9,000?
Yeah,
You mean
$9
Star
grand.
Citizen? That's Star Citizen you're thinking of.
Eve something or...
It's Star Citizen. I mean, maybe Eve too, but Star Citizen is the only one. I play that currently, but it's the space game where the ships cost hundreds of dollars in real life.
Yeah,
but you don't have to buy them with that. It's kind of the same concept as that, where there's a certain number of them in the game. However, but you can, and then you could resell it if you want to. But yeah, I guess it is kind of the same way. So how it works in this is that you could buy these NFTs, or you can earn them in game. You know how many? So Ghost Recon Breakpoint is the first game they're introducing this into, as if that game needed it. Yeah, I know.
I've not played that one yet.
So you know how many hours you have to play Ghost Recon in order to earn one of the NFTs? 600 hours.
What?
Yeah.
Why? Dude,
You need to clock 600 hours.
Is it even multiplayer?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I
it's
didn't know that.
open world. You have to sink 600 hours into the game
Yeah,
to earn
open
one.
world. 600 hours, my ass.
I know.
There's no
fuck
open
that.
world. I mean, unless you're playing a game like World of Warcraft or something, where it's just you can just keep going. I don't see how you're ever gonna put 600 hours in a game.
I'll show you what their NFT thing is. So NFTs and blockchain technology seem to be losing favor with game makers. After an initial burst of enthusiasm, which has been rampant, indie studios and major publishers alike are making a point of slowing their approach or staying away from NFTs entirely. EA is one of them. EA suggested it. Now they're way too scared to do it because they can't afford to get fucking backlash on anything else.
I thought, weren't they gonna do something like that with FIFA?
I'm not sure.
Like with the card, like the collector's cards and shit like
that's
that?
loot box shit. That's loot box shit.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking
So
about.
the one exception is Ubisoft, which seems determined to push ahead with the technology despite negative reactions from gamers and employees alike. They basically said, "We hear your opinion. We don't care." So the new Bloomberg reports says the friction between Ubisoft management and employees grows more intense on Thursday, after the company posted another announcement on its internal message board laying out its strategy for blockchain technology. That message, according to the report, prompted hundreds of negative replies from employees. One employee said that it was deeply embarrassing day to work at Ubisoft, while another asked if management was competing with EA for most hated game studio by the public title. Ubisoft's handling of widespread workplace misconduct allegations at the company also came up. They've also been dealing with some crazy shit, like similar to Activision. Our confidence in management was already shaken by handling of harassment claims, and now this, one employee asked. The messaging itself also apparently is also apparently an issue. One anonymous employee told PC Gamer that the wording of the latest update from management was condescending as fuck and containing no new information, which is a big part of why employees are so angry about it. In an email sent to PC Gamer, Ubisoft representatives said the company's strategic innovation lab also received a lot of feedback on the matter. Of course it did, both good and bad. And we take the encouragement as well as the concerns to heart. No, you don't. You don't give a fuck. How players can benefit is and always will be at the core of our thinking, the rep said. At Ubisoft, we value these internal exchanges and think they may help our games and our company stronger. Well, they may... Fuck, I'm tired of reading shit. However, sharing confidential information, including from internal forums, is a violation of our employment agreement. And, more importantly, a violation of the trust that team members place in each other to be able to freely express themselves and have candid, productive discussions. In light of that, we won't comment further. So it's reasonable. It's a reasonable statement. Technology is a means, not an end, and achieving a desired goal sometimes requires long, difficult conversations. Ubisoft's biggest problem so far is that it hasn't been able to explain what the end is. In December 2021, the French trade union Solidaires Informatique criticized blockchain technology as useless, costly, and ecologically mortifying because it uses crypto, which means they got to mine crypto. So there's this big talk about this is going to ruin, this is like a big fucking ecological problem because it's going to cause greenhouse gases and all that shit. It's weird. And said that it brings no improvements or benefits to our games, which is true. This other than earning more money, there is no point.
That's the only part of this whole entire thing that makes sense to me is that it doesn't make the games better.
It makes more money. Nicholas Poirot, whatever the fuck his name is, Vice President of Nicholas Poirot, the Vice President of Ubisoft Strategic Innovations Lab, pushed back on the assertion in January, saying that gamers don't get what a digital secondary market can bring to them. We just don't get it, dude. As noted at the time, though, the proposed system doesn't appear to offer anything that isn't already available in video games. And what it does offer, unique numbers and otherwise identical cosmetics, isn't exactly compelling. And that's true. You just don't get it, man. Like, we get it. We get that you just want to make money. You don't give a fuck about making your games better. Look at all your other games. Watch Dogs Legion. Look at Ghost Recon. You have failing titles left and right using your same formula of this massive open world with no substance, wide as an ocean, deep as a puddle, with fucking nothing you can do in it, very minimal effort, tons of issues, and you're just cranking it out like it's fucking, like right off the press, hot off the press. Here you go. Let's make the next one. Stamp, hand it out. Just a different color on it. That's all it is.
Far Cry.
Look at Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, Ghost
Though,
Recon.
I will say Assassin's Creed is
Now the new Splinter Cell.
There's a new one.
They're making a new one, and guess what? It's going to be open world.
That's probably gonna be the exact same thing as Far Cry, Ghost Recon.
It's going to be the same shit. It's going to be the same formula. Guess what, Ubisoft? The fucking formula doesn't work anymore. Start doing something different. Give us single-player, linear-driven, story-based games. We don't need this open world bullshit anymore. The open world thing was cool in concept. It doesn't work anymore because now we're seeing.
It's cool if you do something different with it.
They keep going with this idea that bigger is better, but it's not. It's really not.
Well, the problem is that they're making these maps fucking enormous, but they're not putting they're making these maps huge, but half of the map is completely unplayable.
Right.
Or it's huge because there's so much water, or there's unreachable points that you can't have unless you're hacking the game.
It's large in scale, but it's small in substance. There's nothing there. It's like you look at Odyssey. Odyssey's one of those Assassin's Creed games where people either like it or they don't. And one of the common reasons why people don't like it is because the map is way too fucking big.
Yeah.
And there's not enough to do.
It's one of the biggest open world maps in games.
Right. It's massive, and it's so big, and there's not enough to do.
Yeah.
It's just mostly open.
And it's one of those games where a lot of the shit is unexplored. You can't explore it. It's unplayable.
It's just there as a visual. It's not even there to be seen, not to be explored on. I mean, look at games like Red Dead Redemption 2. Massive
you can
map.
go fucking everywhere.
Massive map with a lot in it.
Yeah.
Like there's there's shit everywhere. You're always like, what's over there? And you want to go explore it, you can and go find something. If there's nothing there,
there's like unlimited strangers in there. There's side quests. There's shit everywhere.
All over the place. Yep. Look at Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is a massive map in itself. But the way their level design, even though I will say this, I'll kind of touch on Dying Light 2 a little bit. I haven't finished the game, but I have probably sunk at least 50 hours into the game. It's got issues in ways.
Isn't it like a 500-hour game or some shit?
It's 500 hours to 100% the game, and that's
Right.
including playing it from the beginning to end again. Because
In
there's
New
different
Game
endings.
Plus. Yeah.
There is no New Game Plus.
No.
No. In fact, there's no way
It's just a new game.
There's no way to load your save either.
Huh?
It auto saves. You can't just save the game and leave. It auto saves.
So
And
if you start a new game, you're fucking starting a new game.
you're starting a new game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You can't just load a new game. It's either continue or start a new game. There's no option to load. You can't, because they made it to where every choice you make, and which is in ways true, every choice you make gives a different
It's
string.
final.
It's final.
Yeah.
It wants you to play through whatever your decision was.
I dig that though.
I do
Personally,
too,
I
to a
dig it.
point. It's very weird,
You
and
have to know that going into it though.
which you don't. And you find that out by default.
Right.
That's the one thing that I don't like. The other thing I don't like is that there are no ways to repair weapons unless you modify them.
I thought so, but
You
you
add
sure?
mods to repair them, but when that thing is done, it's done.
you just drop it.
It's just
Yeah.
it doesn't, even if it's an artifact weapon, like the highest level weapon you can find. Like once that's done, it's done. It's gone. Like,
I don't like that.
and the only way to repair it is to add a mod. But you got to be very careful which mods you add, because you can only add up to 3 mods depending on the weapon, and you can't replace it, and you can't add another one. So whatever's holding that mod slot, if you find a better mod, you can't equip the better mod. You're just stuck with whatever you put on there.
I don't like that.
There's a lot of weapons in the game that it gives you, so it's like
whatever.
the only weapon that doesn't break down is a bow. That's it. That's the only, that one. It's just all about how many arrows you have.
No.
So
Well, at least there's
we'll
that.
talk about Dying Light near the end, but yeah, back on this Ubisoft shit with this NFT stuff. They really are trying to push this whole thing, and no one is on board with it.
I guess the whole NFT thing, like, what I understand, I don't know enough about it. So, are NFTs something that you have to purchase, or is it?
I
like,
tried diving into what an NFT is, and it is so confusing to me. Essentially, what it is like you buy
It's like a unique identifier.
a
To a specific
digital,
item.
yes, a unique digital identifier to a specific thing.
Right.
So let's say
how
you
do earn
find
that thing.
you buy it with crypto. You don't earn it. You buy it.
Really?
Most of these you just buy them.
But some of these things are earnable, right? Through loot boxes and shit.
No.
Oh, so these are like.
But they're actually. I
it's
will say this.
exclusive.
There is. Who was it that actually? I want to say it was. It was Atari. Atari is now adding NFT loot boxes.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know Atari was still a thing.
Atari is still a thing, and they are a shell of what they used to be. They're now just this fucking. They just deal with casino games. Same with Konami, but they actually tried reinventing the fucking the Atari console and selling it for an absurd amount of money, and it ended up being like a very low end PC that just plays as a console, and
Plays its original games.
it just all it does is play original games and then like whatever few other new games that they made. It's nothing spectacular, and they were selling it for an ass load of money.
Like, what are we talking?
Well, let's look.
$500?
New Atari console, $400.
For an Atari?
So the new Atari. So let's look at here, and you can actually still buy it. So Atari VCS 800.
I can go with GameStop.
It's actually got really bad reviews too.
Looks like it's got almost 4-star rating.
Well, let's open it up. So the modern retro Atari VCS was announced that much.
You gonna read this whole thing?
No, I'm not. So it was
Say you
was
don't
announced
have
in
to.
May 2018. In fact, the original designer of this console left.
The
And then-
Onyx.
Let's see here. So there are 4 USB 3.0 ports for charging controllers or installing operating system. 2 are left, 2 to the right. And power supply by generic power brick rather than an internal power supply. Speaking of heating, when I first switched to the Atari with a power button on the back, I was surprised by its fan noise. Wasn't expecting any noise. Instead, I got more than any other devices, save for my gaming PC. Let's look. Let's see. Well, so they got 2600. 1980s arcade classics. Some of the favorite, Yard's Revenge, and like all the other weird shit. Here's the controller. One of the controllers.
Looks very basic. I mean, it is very basic.
It is very basic. There's the other controller. That's so strange. So the PC mode is one of the features of Atari champions for the VCS, and the idea of a $299 PC also running at a dedicated retro gaming theme and operating system is pretty enticing to someone. So you could actually buy a better, like a PC that's better for the same price. This is like a very low-end PC. The processor and everything is just so,
Right.
like, it's not that good.
Well, I mean, you're running Atari games, so it doesn't have to be that good.
No, but like this was supposed to be like they were trying to dive back into. They were just doing it for the fad. They're selling the name at that point.
Yeah, and people buy it. They do it because they know people buy it.
So back on Ubisoft bullshit. Let's talk about Hyperscape.
I don't know anything about this.
I played this game once, or I played it for a little bit because I thought maybe it was going to go somewhere. Turns out it wasn't. So they're shutting this bitch down. Ubisoft has announced that its free-to-play battle royale game Hyperscape will be shut down on April 28th after less than 2 years of operation. In a short blog post, Ubisoft announced that it made the difficult decision to end development of Hyperscape and shut the game down as of April 28th.
So difficult.
The company says that its vision of creating vertical, fast-paced shooter may not have gone as far as it could have, but the Ubisoft will be taking key learnings from this game into future projects. No, you won't. You don't learn from any of your mistakes. You just capitalize on it. There is no word on whether current players will receive any send-off bonus, but Ubisoft thanked the community for their devotion. That is your send-off bonus. Thank you for playing. Now it's gone. Hyperscape.
Thanks for your money.
Hyperscape was Ubisoft's answer to the Battle Royale boom, following the success seen in games like Fortnite, Apex, and Legends, and Warzone. Unfortunately, Hyperscape didn't have what it takes to stand out in the field, despite its map design and vertical gameplay.
I like how they thank Fortnite, or like they use Fortnite, Apex, but they don't say PUBG. That's where the whole Battle Royale came from.
No, it didn't.
Didn't come from Fortnite.
It didn't come from PUBG either.
Where'd it come from?
Let's look.
Not Fortnite. Not Apex.
All right, so What was the first Battle Royale style game? PUBG was the first to take off. But DayZ, which was a Arma mod, was actually one of the first ones. That turned into PUBG. DayZ. PUBG actually is a mod from Arma originally.
Really?
Yeah. So is
So
DayZ.
Arma.
Well, not necessarily. The Battle Royale idea came from a 2000 film called Battle Royale. So there was a bunch of students transported to an island where they were forced to fight each other, and the sole survivor lending the game is the winner. This is all really small. I'm sorry, guys. Should probably zoom that in for you. Is it true PUBG? No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to do that.
You just continue with Google.
No, it wants me to sign in, and I don't want to do that.
Fuck.
Okay, how about this? What was the first Battle Royale game? Oh, damn it.
You son of a bitch.
Y'all want a history lesson? Z1 Battle Royale. Daybreak's resulting Z1 Battle, also known as H1Z1. Oh, wait, no, that's a game guide. Oopsies. The first Battle Royale game. I'm curious about this. Let's see.
WWE.
Mode actually existed way back in the 90s when the multiplayer mode was made available in Last Man Standing games like 1990's Bomberman, which slowly transitioned into a grandeur of Battle Royale we see now.
When I say Battle Royale, I'm not talking about like you get thrown in with 50 people. I'm talking about like with the gas, the circle closing, like that whole concept. That was PUBG. Not Battle Royale.
No, it wasn't.
Itself.
It was DayZ. It was DayZ.
Maybe
DayZ was the first one.
Maybe.
But anyway, back on Hyperscape.
Anyhow.
Ubisoft hasn't completely given up on the genre. However, October 21, the company announced Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Frontline, a battle royale game set in Ghost Recon universe, which also got indefinitely delayed because
it's gonna fucking suck.
The reception was so bad. Everyone's like, "You can't give us a Splinter Cell or anything good. You want to give us a fucking Ghost Recon battle royale? You want to do another battle royale?" However, Ghost Recon Frontline has been delayed indefinitely. No, I just said that. It's unclear if Ubisoft will examine what happened with Hyperscape first before proceeding with Frontline's release. They might, but at the same time, I don't think they'll learn from any of their mistakes because Ubisoft has seemed so fucking out of touch with everything that they just want to do whatever they want to do. They don't give a fuck. They even said...
Preach!
And like the CEO of Ubisoft even said that like players will come to accept NFTs the same way we accepted loot boxes.
Oh, so like we're just gonna strong arm you.
We're gonna beat you into submission until you just accept
We're
it
just
for what
gonna
it
make
is.
all of our games this. So either you buy our games or we fail as a company completely.
Essentially, yeah, that's their idea.
Like,
That's how hard they want to push this NFT shit.
yeah, they're willing to. I mean, they're doing it because they know people will buy it. The company is not going to go away anytime soon.
And well, nobody's actually buying it because their Ubisoft Quartz, their NFT thing that they announced, they only sold 15 of them at a grand total of about $200.
15 what?
NFTs. They sold 15 NFTs at a total price of $200.
I still don't get it.
But I will say this:
still don't get
someone did buy what I want to say was a Castlevania NFT for like $30,000.
Castlevania, like,
Oh
Oh.
yeah, Konami announced their Castlevania anniversary as an NFT, and there's basically the NFTs are screenshots of the game, and they're selling them for like $60 a piece, starting bid.
a screenshot of the game. You mean something I can do by pausing the game and
That's
taking
what
a
all the
picture?
NFTs essentially are, man.
It's just a digital file. That's,
I see it all over Twitter, people trolling these NFT guys because they're just like, that's crazy, I got one too, and it's just a screenshot of the NFT. I fucking love it. I absolutely love it.
okay, that's starting to make more sense why I've heard people shitting all over it.
Because you can. And then the other fucked up thing is people What?
Just like, I got that same NFT.
Oh,
I
dude,
just
and
took a
then
picture of
they
it.
changed their profile photo on fucking Twitter as that NFT, and then they share the photo, so it's like just a giant thread of people with the same photo. They're saying that's
Hey, here's this $30,000 NFT
well,
I got
the
for
other
free.
fucking crazy thing is that you usually buy them through cryptocurrency. That's like the main way to buy these things. That's the main way to even bid for these is through crypto.
What is happening?
No one knows, and this is why it's like. And then it's every day a new company announced they're diving. Nintendo announced they're diving into it. Many different studios, and there was actually one studio that makes a game called Stalker 2 that announced that they were doing NFTs, and the backlash was so severe that they backed out of it entirely and said they will no longer be doing the NFT thing.
Good.
And
It sounds
EA
fucking
is
retarded.
reluctant. EA is reluctant to do it. This NFT thing is like a plague in gaming. There's even the guy you remember the game Last of Us?
Yeah.
The voice actor. Troy,
I never played it, but
voice actor Troy Baker, the guy that plays as Joel, like the dad essentially of the game. He announced that he's partnering with a digital NFT company to sell his voice as an NFT.
what a cunt.
And dude, the backlash for that was insane.
What a fucking douche.
And basically what
Pardon my
I
French.
looked into that. We did touch on that
What
on
a
the podcast,
douchebag.
but I actually did a little bit more research. I was actually incorrect about that whole thing. I thought what it was is that you could play what it was is an AI generated dialogue based off of that voice. So you own the rights to that voice. You could create whatever dialogue you wanted to and use it. They were saying you can use it in podcasts, you could use it in voice acting and all that, and so on and so forth.
That would be cooler,
The idea
but still stupid.
that I interpreted it as like you could listen to any podcast as that voice, which I was like, no one wants to listen to someone's podcast as somebody else. You listen to, they'd be like, you want to listen to Joe Rogan as somebody else? You want to listen
Yeah.
to Joe Rogan Experience as fucking Morgan Freeman?
Do you want to hear Joey Diaz, but not Joey Diaz?
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I
what?
thought. No, essentially what they were saying is like you can create your own content using that voice if you own the NFT to it.
that's so stupid.
Right, but it has another effect that they aren't really considering when they're doing this. They're like, yeah, we're going to partner and we're going to sell my voice as an NFT. You just put yourself out of work. And the reason
Yeah.
because no one will need to hire you anymore. They just need to buy the NFT and they can have the AI generate your fucking dialogue for you. That puts you out of work. Any voice actor, the biggest thing that voice actors have is their fucking voice. You sell your voice to an AI program to where people could buy like
Unless you sell your voice for like $20 million.
like where it's $20 million a piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that would never happen.
No.
Let's say like $200. A studio has to spend $200 to own rights to the NFT of your voice, and now they have access to the tools for the AI that generates the dialogue. They put you out of work.
Now they don't have to pay however many thousands of dollars for you,
Even
or
millions of
give you rights or royalties per game sold or
Right.
whatever it is. Like they don't have to give you shit. They
'Cause
bought your NFT, you fucking idiot.
No,
NFTs.
it's like
So
it's
stupid.
It's a dangerous like it's
It's so
they're
stupid.
just and so when I was also saying the other dirty thing about these NFTs is
Let me
that
try some of them pretzels, by the way.
the other dirty thing about these NFTs is that the people that own Stan Lee's estate put out a Twitter post on his account saying that to honor Stan Lee's legacy, they're selling NFTs of like Spider-Man and Marvel characters and pops. You know what pops are?
Yeah.
The bobblehead things.
Mhm.
They were promoting those NFTs on his page, and people were like, "Wow, what a way to desecrate this guy's fucking name! Like, what?
Yeah.
How dare you?" And then they even did it to Bob Ross,
I
selling
think I heard something about
pops.
that.
Pops were selling Bob Ross NFTs, and it's like that was the one thing Bob Ross was against, was like capitalizing on someone else's work like that. And it's
don't
like
care.
no, they don't care. They don't care.
These are fucking good.
I know. Why do you think they're right here on my gaming desk?
Oh my god.
I know, it's like cum in my mouth. Anyway, so let's talk about the fucking failure. I know, guys. There's been the reason why these topics keep coming up, and they're very similar in their context when it comes to the NFTs and Battlefield, is because let's be honest, we are entering that point of the year where there's not much happening aside from these acquisitions. There's just new developments on same stories. So I mean, like, I gotta give you guys some kind of content. I mean, that's what I'm here for. So Battlefield now has a petition for getting refunds
Like, entirely for the whole game.
for the whole game. So the Battlefield petition has gained. Oh, what just happened? So the Battlefield 2042 refund petition gains over 120,000 signatures. Petition claims that EA misled customers with false advertising, which I do believe.
Yeah.
The
The trailer looked pretty.
Change.org petition demanding that players be allowed to refund in 2042 has now over 100,000 signatures. The petition, which started on February 2nd, calls EA's release of the latest Battlefield title a mockery of every customer who purchased this video game. Which, by the way, some people paid $100 and something for this fucking game,
For like the gold edition or whatever.
and only just to get the same amount of. In fact, no, early access, a week early access, and in fact, the early access was worse than what it was on launch day. So people paid like $100 something for a shittier version of the game. Joke's on you for pre-ordering. That's why I say don't do it.
Fucking idiot. Is this gameplay right here?
No, this is yeah, it is. I mean, visually in ways it looks nice, but the destruction isn't there. You know, it's just kind of. This is the hazard zone thing.
Oh, no. This game looks fucking stupid already.
Oh, it gets
That's
worse.
Battlefield?
Yeah, it gets worse. The only cool thing is that you could change your attachments on the fly. But there's so few attachments to change and they don't do anything.
Dude, this looks just like Call of Duty.
I know.
This is like, dude, Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4 still reigns the best Battlefield.
Oh, 100%.
So, with the goal showing just how many people wants full refunds of 2042, the petitions page suggests a class action lawsuit could be filed, though it's unclear whether such a case would have any chance of succeeding, which is, unfortunately true, because most of these petitions go nowhere. Signing this petition will get you one step closer to getting the refund in 2042. A petition page reads, suppose this petition receives 50,000 signatures or more. In that case, one of the best class action lawsuit lawyers in the country is willing to take our case against EA. EA has provided no indication that it plans to offer refunds, and any impact of this petition remains to be seen. Outside of standardized systems such as Steam's refund policy, which some people well into the launch of the game have gotten, publishers offering refunds on games is an extremely uncommon practice, with one notable recent exception being Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, because it was a giant fucking flop.
Many fans of the Battlefield franchise have been disappointed by 2042. Since its launch this past November, the game has been plagued by numerous bugs, which have kept developer DICE busy sorting them out. However, the team has been so busy squashing the game's bugs that it hasn't been able to focus on extra content for the game. Recently, DICE delayed the game's first season, which is supposed to add a new map and specialists to the game this summer. To the summer. According to the earnings report from EA, the game isn't just disappointing fans either. One of the company's key takeaways from this past fiscal quarter is that 2042 failed to reach internal expectations. A common statement made by EA, I should say. While the publisher still managed to rake in more cash than ever during its most recent quarter, Battlefield 2042 didn't contribute as much as EA had hoped, having sold fewer copies than the company expected.
So, excuse me. Back to the specialist thing. So that's new to Battlefield. Right?
What?
The specialist thing.
Yeah, it's brand new. Oh, by the way, the takedown thing where you fucking melee and stab someone in the throat and take their tags, gone. It's all third-person animation like in Call of Duty. Oh, my God. That's gone, too. They swapped that for Call. And it's the same one each time. So if a guy's laying prone, he's all of a sudden standing up, and then you just take him down.
This is why I don't play video games anymore. Everyone's getting fucking lazy.
No, it's super lazy.
This is why I like games like Horizon. This is why I like
You gonna get the new Horizon?
Am I going to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna get the new God of War?
Oh, fuck yeah. Dude, God of War, hands down one of my favorite games I've ever played. Oh, by the way, have you played the game Hellblade?
I have not. That game's old. That was like one of the
There's
first.
a new one coming out.
That was. I know that. Hellblade was like one of the first Xbox One games.
Dude, Hellblade, that game, I've actually just recently started playing it. That game is fucking incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
I should play it. I have never played it. I don't know why I never played it, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, the game, like, even I didn't realize it was that old of a game, but graphically it's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, the story, brilliant. I mean, you're pretty much a Pictish person, like old Scottish pagan type, and like you have to go to Helheim, and you have to kill like Surt and Valravn to get through the gate of Helheim to get to Hell.
What are you going there for?
To pretty much like get your husband back. I think it's like a Pictish Dante's Inferno.
I was gonna say this sounds like Dante's Inferno.
It's a Pictish Dante's Inferno.
Really?
But the game, but your person Senua is your main character. Like she's got psychosis, so throughout the whole game, you're hearing all these voices.
She's hallucinating.
No, you're hearing voices. So like it's super crazy. It's probably one of the most like I mean,
it's a psychological
not
thriller.
having any sort of psychosis myself, it's probably one of the more realistic, from what I understand, realistic versions of or depictions of what it's like to have like schizophrenia or some form of psychosis. Like, you should watch a trailer on it. Like the game is really, it's fucking incredible.
I'll watch it later. So
the second one looks even better.
Let's dive a little bit into the Season 1 delay for Battlefield. Season 1 has been pushed back to early summer 2022, so developer DICE can focus on resolving current issues in the game. The decision was made to bring the game up to the highest standards, which remains to be seen. According to the senior producer Ryan MacArthur, who published a blog post on the game's website, 2042 was released in November last year with a number of issues, including a server connectivity and UI problems. Oh, there's like so many bugs. In fact, lobbies are filled with bots to fill empty spaces.
What?
So it also, like, it doesn't just throw you in a new match when you're done. It puts you back in the main menu, and then you gotta start a new one. So there's no real map rotation.
There's
So
no, like, matchmaking.
you will often play the same map fucking 10 times.
You've played this? Is
Yes.
that Tornado?
It is. There's weather. There's supposed to be weather patterns like, you know, tornadoes and shit, and like sandstorms and all these other weird weather patterns that go into the game.
To be perfectly honest with you, this game, there's absolutely nothing about this game that looked enticing to me. I watched the EA release trailer, and it just, this game looks fucking stupid.
Right.
It always looks stupid.
There's not even a roadmap of when people will get content. Like, they don't even know when. They even says right here they don't have a timeline for when Season 1 will start. So all the new content has been delayed, and no one knows when they're going to get it.
Yeah, whatever.
So they said we're heavily invested in committing to the future of 2042, which, by the way, they're turning it into like its own like thing, and they've got several studios working on different Battlefield games, including mobile games and stuff, and they're trying to expand the Battlefield.
So they're
universe.
doing exactly what Call of Duty did.
Yes.
Call of Duty Mobile.
Yes.
And Warzone.
Yes.
So, dude, these guys need to go fuck themselves. That's exactly the number one thing I hate about Call of Duty. I fucking hate it. You go to play Warzone, or no, not even Warzone, because Warzone sucks. If I go to play Modern Warfare multiplayer, not only is the game updating 50 times a week, but the updates are massive, and you put Vanguard, Cold War, Warzone, multiplayer, and campaign all in the same fucking digital file.
It's huge.
It's massive. Not to mention, like,
Tony couldn't even
No.
update the game anymore.
no, you can't play the game. You can't fucking play it. Like, on PlayStation 4.
You know, that's the idea, right? They want the files to be big, so you only have that game.
Right. But not only that, but it's like, you open up Call of Duty on your PlayStation 4. Not even a new gen. Just a past gen. And the game is so fucked up right now. Like, it freezes your PlayStation 4. You can't play it. You can't play any of it. It's so big and so fucked up with everything they have.
That's why you have to get an external hard drive for it.
That's why you just need to not play the game.
Yeah, stop giving them money.
Yeah. You need to
another-
uninstall that shit.
Another thing you
It's
don't know is that
garbage.
both there is no separation of the enemy team and friendly team. There's except for enemy teams have red icons over their head. Everyone can play as the same operator if they want. So there's no difference. There's no difference between them.
So it's exactly like Call of Duty.
Yes.
Warzone.
Yes. So but it's worse because in Warzone there is no indicator outside of your friends. So you know that you guys are friends.
Is friendly fire always on or something?
No, it's not.
Okay.
But
So at least there's that.
In
At
this,
least you didn't fuck that
the
up.
only thing that is decent in this game is the Portal mode, which has Bad Company 2, Battlefield 3, 1942, and 2042 all in one area.
So none of the good ones.
What do you mean? Those are all some of the good ones, like Bad Company 2. So it's got weapons, maps, and game modes from all of those games and different servers. So you could, and you can even you could create your own and mix and match, and where you have fucking Nazis from World War II with World War II equipment and tanks fighting against 2042 soldiers.
That's I can.
Or you can have EOD bots versus tank, where it's one tank crew versus everyone else in the lobby is an EOD bot. There are some cool things in Portal. Portal's the only good mode in the game. Mostly because Portal has everything that the game should have had, but it doesn't.
Including destruction, environmental destruction.
And there seems to be more environmental destruction in Portal than in the actual game.
Is there any in the game?
Well, because they're reusing some of the old maps, so yes, there is.
Oh.
It's the same maps, just enhanced.
Yeah. God damn it. Fucking eyes.
So, you're talking to your microphone.
No, I'm just talking about how my eye's itching.
But
You don't need
yeah,
to
so
hear that.
when you're playing, everybody could play as the same guy. There was even one time in the beta where everybody was playing as the same person who has a zip line. The movement style is the same as Apex. There's slide canceling and shit. You can run fast, slide forever. You could jump. There's a wingsuit.
So it's a
There's
cross between
one specialist has a wingsuit where you can just fucking jump off a hill and glide through the whole map. There's a guy that's got a fucking grappling gun.
God.
That when the beta came out, everyone was using the grappling gun guy.
Yeah,
so
'cause
everyone,
OP as fuck.
everyone looked exactly the same. You could not distinguish between friend or foe.
Yeah.
That's how it was. And I was like, what the fuck is this? The Russian team had this American guy with the grappling hook. What? That doesn't make sense. In fact, I found out that there was actually a different design that 2042 was supposed to have, where it was supposed to basically be like Battlefield 4 but better, and have
That's what I thought.
the Russians looked one way, the Americans looked another way,
And they had their own specialists.
there was no specialist thing.
Oh.
They were just it was like the class system how it always was.
Which would make sense.
And EA said no. They wanted to go a different direction.
Yeah, they wanted to follow suit with what's making buku fucking bucks for
Right,
no
they're
reason.
chasing trends. So the next update was supposed to include a refresh in-round scoreboard that separates the players from enemy teams in two tables. Kill the death scoring and end-of-round reports will be coming in a later update. They called the scoreboard a legacy feature. And
It's in every game, any multiplayer game in existence.
you're right, and they figured this was a legacy feature. And
Hey
didn't need
guys,
it.
the future is not knowing how the fuck you're doing. Do you want to know if you're winning? Sorry.
No, you don't need to know that.
That's a thing of the past. You'll just find out at the end when it happens.
Voice communication will also be added. It's just the start of improvements. We're bringing in enhanced team play. That should have been in on day one.
Voice communication?
Being able to talk to your teammates will be added in a later update.
That's
We're
a
doing what
legacy
we can
feature.
to improve the game. It's you mean being able to talk to people? That
On
they
a-
even said it.
on a multiplayer game?
They even said officially said that that players are going to have to use party chat or rely on Discord for voice chat. And I'm like, you're telling your player base to rely on a third party platform for voice chat because you couldn't add that? You couldn't add voice chat?
That doesn't even make sense. How do you not add that?
Every game ever has had scoreboard and voice chat, and this game does not.
At least any online game.
Right. Any online game does.
Fuck. Any game has scoreboard. That's just common sense.
GoldenEye had a scoreboard.
Yeah. And you didn't need voice chat because you're sitting next to the fucking person.
Conker's Bad Fur Day had a scoreboard.
Yeah.
Battlefield 2042 legacy feature.
The most futuristic of the
DLC
Battlefield
content.
games.
DLC content. Scoreboard.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, and Battlefield was doing... EA was doing so good with Battlefield. Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5. They were doing so
5 wasn't
good.
that good.
Whatever. Maybe downward trend, but they were doing so good with the Battlefield franchise, and they just totally bent it over and butt-fucked it.
Yeah, they should.
I'm not ever gonna play Battlefield.
They did.
I'm not ever gonna play 2042. I have no interest.
They shit the bed
Yeah.
in a way that like they whoopsied their cookies hard.
Yeah. This
I
doesn't make
whoopsied
sense.
my cookies. It's like
I need to go whoopsie my cookies.
you're like they shit the bed worse than a fucking. I'm not gonna go there. Did a patient in an old folks home.
Why wouldn't you go there?
I don't know because I'm not old enough.
Well, okay, yeah. Physically, you're not gonna go there.
Do you think we're gonna put mom in a home?
No.
Why?
Why would we? You've seen what it's like in a home. The place made me want to kill myself.
Are you
I
talking about the
wasn't
one
living
that
there.
she was just at? No,
Yeah.
not that one. No, not that.
Assisted living. I mean, if she had her own place or something, yeah. But like living in a nursing home, no.
She ain't living here.
Oh,
I'm
whatever.
just kidding, Mom. I love you. I'm sorry Austin wasn't high for this. Do you actually have the weed with you?
Yeah, it's in my car.
No, it'd be way
Oh, by the way, yeah, I have something I need to give you.
too. What?
It's a humidor. An ammo 50 cal or like a 7.62 or 5.56 ammo can.
Oh, that's a humidor?
Mhm.
That's pretty dope.
Got it for Christmas.
I used an ammo
time
box when me and Alicia went to the river in Apple River. We used an ammo box to store like all of our valuables in.
Does it work?
Not as well as I thought it would, but it worked enough. Like we had this setup. I had like this speaker like tied to like the top of the ammo box.
What? Apple River?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we took a cooler, that little roll around cooler I have, gave it its own, put it in the basket, set the ammo box on top, tied it the fuck down, put a speaker on top of that. We basically had like a cooler and like this crazy fucking like contraption where our card and our phones sat in, and like tanning lotion or sunscreen, and then the speaker on top of all of that to play. We actually had the speaker separated and tied down at the very top, so it was separate from everything else. It was actually a pretty cool little setup. But no, I mean, granted, like if you dunk the fucking thing, it's not going to be as water resistant.
Right.
But it kept away from the splashes of the river and all that shit when you hit the rapids and stuff, and it worked out pretty damn good. I was actually pretty happy about it.
Yeah. I think this one's got a seal on it, obviously, to keep moisture in there. But
Well, yeah, it's a humidor. I would hope
Right.
it's got a seal on it.
yeah, but no, it's in my car. I mean, that's where all the goods are.
Yeah, it's where you
There
got
are
your,
two cigars.
you got
in
your
it.
guns and your drugs and your money like a fucking trap lord.
Yeah, well, I had it in my.
Don't get pulled over, by the way. You get pulled over and they find that weed on you with your guns.
I don't have any guns.
Oh, you're right. They're all here.
Yep.
When are you selling that pistol, by the way?
Before I move.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I'm not selling it to you.
I know you're not selling it to me. Thank you for reminding me about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot. I had a prior obligation
Yeah.
to the pistol, so.
Me and Alicia talked about going on the range. She's like, I don't know if I want to shoot your gun. And I'm like, we can shoot the little one.
Mine?
The Glock? The little one?
It's never been shot.
Yeah.
Other than, like, the standard test rounds.
Could we? Could we take it?
I don't care.
You don't think? Did you tell the other guy that it hasn't been fired yet?
Jim?
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Wait,
if it's
isn't
been
this the
shot.
guy that you owed a gun to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what this is?
Nope.
Did you already buy him his gun?
Yep.
So you bought him a gun?
Yep.
And now he's buying another gun from you?
Yeah, I owed him a HK USP.
Oh, no. That's not cheap.
Nope.
How much was that? HK USPs, HK anything isn't cheap.
I think I paid. Numbers jumping out of my head. I think I want to say 1,200, but I think
that's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
I think I'm thinking of the FN that I wanted to buy.
The FNX.
Oh yeah,
I want that so bad too.
so do I. It's the sexiest pistol on earth.
He wanted this, huh? HK USP retail.
45. By the way.
Was it a 45?
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, it's about $1,200.
Yeah. So $1,200 is what I had to spend.
Let's show what we're looking at. Like which kind? What, like this one right here?
Yeah. I mean, not
Not this
bad.
weird one, but like
I don't
one
know
like
what the
this,
fuck that is,
like
yeah.
this.
Yep.
He really wanted this. This thing's like a boat for a gun. This thing's huge.
Honestly, yeah. I'm used to the USP the 9 USP
This-
9.
I mean,
it's
this
a little
kinda-
bit smaller.
This
but
kind of looks like this one right here, the 45 tactical. That looks a lot like the FNX.
yeah. Well, it looks a lot like the FNX mainly because it's got that threaded barrel on it, but
Well, the way the grip is,
and
shaped
it's got
everything.
it looks like it's got different sights on it. Maybe.
No, the FNX has the raised sights on it.
No, I'm talking about than a regular USP.
See, let's look.
Oh, I know what the FNX looks like. Trust me.
Maybe our viewers don't. FNX 45 tactical.
Oh god. I should have bought one when I was in Burlington.
Yeah, this looks a little bit like the USP 45 tactical.
Look at that. Just click on that. Zoom in. Oh my god.
Yeah, this thing is not cheap either.
Dude.
But it looks good.
All right, so Burlington, what's Dunham's? I don't know if they still have one. I haven't been there in like 2 years, but they had that with the hard case, 2 extra mags with an RMR on it, full everything, $1,200 out the door.
That's
can't.
it?
Yeah, I didn't realize I could afford that back then, because I couldn't afford that, but.
Was this when you were married?
When I was in Burlington.
Man, look
Yeah.
at the FNX with a suppressor on it.
Dude, oh, that pistol's so fucking hot.
Yeah, baby. Look at that. Look at that one.
I wish to Christ I could own one of those when I move.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're moving to a country that doesn't allow that.
Yeah. I can own a 4570 though, and I bet bottom dollar I'm gonna buy one. I might buy 2, but I might buy one to be like a hunting rifle, and I'm gonna buy one and tack it the fuck out, and then it's gonna be sitting in the house.
How bad do things have to be in Canada for you to leave?
To leave Canada?
Yeah.
I don't know. Things aren't really-
Canada doesn't seem to be doing very good.
they don't seem to be doing very bad either.
They ain't doing great. Their government seems to be reaching.
You mean like ours?
Like everyone's, but yeah, the only difference is that we have a means to actually do something about it, and people like, look at Australia. Australia's in a really bad situation.
Dude, Australia's fucked.
I mean, you got cops going to people's doors showing their Facebook posts.
Yeah, that's not happening in Canada.
This shows right here that you were out. What were you doing? I was living life. Why? You'd have to come with us. We're gonna throw you in a camp.
Yeah, no, that's not happening in Canada.
Well, they're already starting to do the camp thing here in New York. They pitched the idea.
The camp?
Oh, we're yeah. Oh, well, we won't talk about it. I'll talk about it after this. But they're talking about doing like quarantine camps and detention camps for, basically like the governor can deem like if local officials can deem someone as a threat to public health, but there's no definition of what that is, they can actually arrest you and put you in a detention camp.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah, I know.
I really like that idea.
It seems like the right thing to do, doesn't it?
It seems like the most logical thing to do.
Right.
I'm a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan of infringing on people's
Me
due
too.
process rights as well. It's
Honestly,
the best.
fuck people. Who needs people?
Just
Who needs
Nukas.
rights?
Just Nukas. Come on.
Nukas?
Putin's Eddie. You see? Have you seen Putin's Instagram?
I don't think Putin has an Instagram.
Oh, Putin has an Instagram.
I don't think he really has an Instagram.
Yeah, but you should see
I don't think Vladimir Rootin' Shootin' Tootin' Putin has an actual Instagram.
Let's look at something fucking wild. Putin Instagram comments.
I don't believe that's real.
Thirst comments under Vladimir Putin's Instagram page.
Oh my god.
Let's look at this. This is outside of gaming, but still, it says when Gen Z finds Putin's Instagram, it says I'll be a good little kitten. People are leaving thirst comments under Vladimir Putin Instagram pages to stop war. So let's see. Some of these comments just says I was fine until I saw Vladdy Daddy added the yassification of war. The video Putin thirst comments TikTok shaking their heads. Let's see.
There's no way he's actually got Instagram.
So, Daddy, chill. Don't do that. Daddy, look, calm down. Let's not fight. Vladdy Daddy, don't start World War III. And this is all put out by the Kremlin. PutinKremlin.ru. Putin.Kremlin.ru. This is the Kremlin's Instagram that they're putting out for, like, you know, all this kind of shit. Like propaganda and shit. Hey, Daddy Putin, I know you're a silly, goofy move, but please don't start World War III. Vladdy Daddy, we are in Mercury retrograde. Not a good time to start war. I suggest an art project instead. Says you're not you when you're hungry.
I know you're a silly, goofy mood.
It goes on and on. It's just like, what the fuck?
Speaking, have you heard the conspiracy theory? Hold on, what is this?
Let's see. Let's see, because it's all in Russian. So let's look down. Where the fuck is it all at?
That's not in Russian.
Let's see. Over the past several days, appear to be Putin fan Instagram accounts have received floods of comments to tune "Please, Daddy Putin, no war. I'll be good, little kitten." And "Daddy, please don't bomb anything. I swear I'll behave. You don't want this." Like, why is this happening? It's unclear. It's certainly not the first time the meme has developed out of Russia seemingly preparing to invade Ukraine. Look at all the emotes underneath it, dude. This just shows the generational difference in people. Like, World War III is looking at us right now, and everyone's like, "No, no, Daddy, I'll be good." Like,
whereas like World War
Daddy,
II,
chill.
yeah.
When World War II happened,
This is why we're fucked.
Yeah, this is why.
Unless Putin's like, this is funny. I'm not gonna.
No, this is exactly why they would do this shit.
Yeah, he's gonna look at that and be like, you deserve it.
What's the conspiracy theory you were gonna say?
Oh, that Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's son.
I've heard that.
I just heard about this like a week or so ago, and it's just like, it's something.
I like how the Canadian government's pretty much eating itself alive. You got the Republicans that are like, you got the Liberal government that's like eating the Republican ones alive for everything they do, but yet you got Justin Trudeau doing blackface and stuff. Yet crickets,
dressing like he is from India.
Yeah, like hardcore, like doing like parodies of people's racial demographics.
I don't think he's doing parodies. The blackface thing, I don't know what the fuck was up with that.
It was him.
Oh, I know it was him.
Everybody else gets flamed for it, but he doesn't.
I know it was him.
They only flame you if there's like, you know.
Yeah, but see, the thing is though, I think the misconception is that, or at least it seems. I'm not gonna.
Wait, where did the conspiracy theory of him being Castro's son even come from? Like, where was that idea from?
He looks just like Fidel Castro when he was younger.
Wasn't Trudeau's mom like seen in a photo with Castro?
Yeah, no. Trudeau's parents used to go to Cuba. They had like friendly relations with Fidel Castro, but it was debunked because apparently.
Debunked.
Well, apparently Trudeau was born 4 years before his parents ever started going to Cuba, or something like that.
Yeah,
but
and Epstein didn't kill himself.
He didn't.
I mean, and Epstein killed himself. That's what I mean.
No, yeah, no, he did kill himself. Epstein killed himself. But no, like, if you look at pictures, there is a uncanny resemblance between Justin Trudeau.
I saw that. I've seen that meme.
Yeah.
I've seen that. It's like
it's Justin Castro or
Justin Castro.
Yeah. It's pretty funny, actually.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That is funny. There's also that conspiracy theory that Michelle Obama was a dude, and is actually the dude that you see in Obama's college photos that he's hanging out with.
What?
You haven't seen that one?
No, but I'm curious. You have my curiosity. Can you still hear me? Is this okay?
Yeah.
Okay. God.
I'm sure
Excuse
Google's
me.
gonna bury that one real far away.
Okay, that's clearly Michelle
Okay,
Obama.
so someone altered this photo to make her look like a dude. Because this is definitely a different photo.
That's not... Bro. What the fuck?
I know. That's what.
Yeah, right.
I know. It was like a doctored photo.
Bro, they've been married for how long?
A long time, I guess. But it was weird because it was like all over like
I've
social
never heard
media.
of this one.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama's
You haven't
really
seen
a
the
guy.
You haven't. Oh, you don't have TikTok.
I don't have any social media.
But like, there's that joke where like just trying to get it back like Michelle Obama, and it's like a photo of her and walking in a dress, and she's got this fucking muscular back, and like then the guys are like turning around like trying to like fucking get a muscular back. Oh yeah, here it is.
Just two dudes.
This is like the doctored photo to make Michelle Obama look like a dude.
That one's doctored?
This one I think is doctored because apparently like they're saying like this. They were saying that like this is Michelle Obama.
I mean,
But the photo that I did pull up was that actually was her, like this one right here.
my question is, what would be the point?
It's just people being nuts. Honestly, people just being nuts and like having this like theory that
Oh, Obama's really gay.
yeah, that's what it was.
Who gives a fuck?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so what if he was?
So
Who
what
cares?
if Michelle Obama used to be
Who cares if we had a gay president? Who gives a fuck? That's
Who cares if one of the first ladies was really one of the first dudes?
who cares? I mean,
I
honestly,
mean, it is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you see people doctoring that photo to make it obviously Michelle Obama.
that actually begs the question though. If there was a gay president and he was married, would the husband also wear a suit like the president?
He's not gonna wear a dress.
Would be very confusing though too. Like they
The
were
first
dressed in
man?
like business casual.
What do you call him? First man?
Yeah, I mean, there'd be the same question if, like, you know, if there was a woman president, she was married to a guy, like the first dude, the first gentleman, first lady, first gentleman. What would you call that?
I don't know. I still don't know why it's called.
I actually
First
thought
Lady.
about that in the 2016 election. I'm like, if Hillary Clinton won the election, like, what would Bill Clinton be? What would you call that? Or if any
he
of
would still be Mr. President.
well, that's true, yes. But okay, so Jo Jorgensen, if she were to win the election, what would her husband be called?
I think the first
First
man.
gentleman?
First gentleman. I don't fucking know.
I actually thought about that. I'm like, if there was a woman president, what would you call her husband? The first gentleman?
I don't know.
First man just seems odd, honestly.
The first gentleman.
'Cause you have
seems odd
first- you
because it's
have-
never happened.
Well, not even that, but like you got first lady, and then you go to first man. First lady sounds professional and proper. First man just sounds like it's my first man. It's like saying my best man at my wedding. That makes sense, but first man? That sounds weird.
Hey,
It's
you're
like,
first
what,
man.
this person standing with you at your wedding? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't understand why they even call it first lady. I mean, there's been how many of them?
Yeah, they wouldn't be the first lady. This would be like
50th?
Biden's wife would be like the 46th lady.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I don't know how many presidents we've had. But
You don't know how many presidents we've had? Okay.
no, do you know why? Because I don't fucking care. If I'm being honest,
This is your country's history.
I don't care.
You had to know this to immigrate. No, you had to know Canada's history, didn't you?
I'm not an immigrant to America.
What was Canada's history? Moose, maple syrup, hockey,
Yeah.
French. The French people.
Yeah. Poutine.
Poutine fries.
Yeah. No, I don't. To be perfectly honest with you, man, I don't give a fuck about American history. I don't give a fuck about Canadian history. I don't care. Doesn't affect my life. What's this?
I'm actually going to be looking. There's one thing I wanted to look for.
What is that? Ryan Reynolds with a lightsaber?
I don't know. We'll look at that shit later. That might not be a lightsaber. That might be something different.
It looks like a lightsaber. I don't know if your audience can see that, but it looks like a fucking lightsaber.
This is new. COD Warzone devs, we fucked up. We broke it. No excuses. 2042 players wish DICE communicated like this.
Yeah,
Warzone's in a really fucking rough place right now. People are jumping ship. All the creators that I used to play with
They're all gone.
They've been jumping ship left and right to play other stuff. And then they're like, wow. And like Break is one of them, and I'm so proud of you, Break. If you ever watch this, I am so proud of you for finally realizing there are other games out there, buddy. Like he's been playing Warzone since I've known him. And he's finally starting to play other stuff. I'm sure he played other stuff, but he didn't stream it. So now he's playing Tarkov. He's playing this game called Super People, which is a battle royale game. A little different. It is kind of fun. It's just really tough to learn. There's just other games out there, and he's like play something else. You will find that you will have more fun. Yes, that's exactly why I quit Warzone. I shut that bitch off midstream. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I was so miserable each time I fired it up. I didn't want to play. I dreaded streaming because I did not want to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna uninstall it from my PlayStation.
I would.
The
Fuck
game
it.
is shit.
Fuck that game.
Fuck it.
So let's take a break. We'll come back and I'm gonna show Austin some shit.
Oh my god.
All right, guys, we're back. So we're gonna go over some fails. I'm gonna crack this cold one open first. So this one's your mom's house for reference, but I have found this before. No. He's.
Yeah, the double buckle.
No.
Dude. How do you do that?
I don't know. Everything's broken though. What did this guy just do?
Yeah.
Not funny. These are not funny.
What the fuck is he? Is he biting on it?
Yeah, he's turning his head with it. I don't understand why. Oh my god.
Dude, some of these people have to be fucking around. They have to be.
I guarantee you some of these people believe that what they're doing is helpful.
Like that.
Why? Why? Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
What?
That was calf presses, I guess. I gotta have strong abs. Huh? Why?
I mean, he looks like he's got some heavy ass dumbbells.
That's so weird. This is fuck that equipment.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Oh, dude, I've seen this one.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Yeah, there it is. Nice.
It's not what that's for, man. It's Planet Fitness. That makes sense.
Pizza Planet.
Dude, I hate Pizza Planet. Yep. Oh my god, show this guy how to do a rower. Oh, look. Look, no different. I always cringe when I see shit like guys on leg presses with lots of weight.
Dude, look at those legs.
Well, not even that, but like...
This guy looks like...
He's locking his knees! Don't do it! Oh! No. Oh. This is a one-way ticket. This is a one-way ticket to Grasshopperville, I tell you.
Dude. It's a shame, because that guy looks like he's a pretty lean dude.
I know. How not to work it?
Oh, dude. I fucking hate this shit. I don't get it.
I don't either. That's not how you spot deadlifting. Let me pick you up by your fucking head.
Oh, he's doing like...
He's like, yeah, I got this.
Faking.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Oh! Ah!
Oh, he's going so slow, though.
I know. I mean, hey. I wouldn't really call that a fail. That is 100%. What's this?
Yep. Always.
Hold it. Stop it. Stop it. Turn over.
Fucking idiot.
He's like, eh. No, you didn't. You had that. CrossFit. I want to point out that the grader, he was like no rep. Watch this guy. No. As she's rolling away.
Snap.
Oh god, this is why I don't do clean and presses. He's gonna do a kipping pull up and lose.
Back.
Oh.
Yes, I know it.
Always. Never buy those things.
No, never buy them. And here's another one.
Is that a dude?
No, it's a girl, man.
I thought it was a dude in a bra, honestly. I can't. Hard to see from over here.
Ah, my back wants to explode from that one. Oh! Ah! Why would you do that in heels? He blacked out in the rep.
Dude, because people don't know how to fucking breathe.
Fucking CrossFitters, man. It's always the CrossFitters.
Or old men, or...
I like... Oh, hell yes.
Now, file your taxes free.
No, I won't file my taxes for free, bitch.
File with unlimited.
You know.
Oh, it's Ukraine.
Yep. That's why Russia's invading. You know, if you turn on ad blocker on Chrome, you'll never see a YouTube ad ever again.
What?
Yep.
Let's just continue.
Tja, dabei sollte es doch eigentlich eine Friedenstruppe werden.
Oh!
Be shooting, Private. Maybe because you have run out of ammo. Maybe because you have finished all of the rounds inside your magazine. How?
How? You've
So
seen
now
this?
you can no longer shoot because you have no more ammo. How did this happen? You saw it? You shot it all, Private. Oh. Private.
I think that's staged.
You what?
I think it might be. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. What are you trying to do, bro?
It hits him. Could you imagine?
Run, bitch!
I would shit my pants.
Dude, when you have that happen, I've never seen it happen. I've only ever, like, seen it in videos and shit. But when you have shit like that happen, bro, it's... To be fair, like there's a timer on those things of arming, so they're not typically armed. They're live. They're just not armed when they come out of the tube. So like when that happens, it's like it's a fucking panic moment. But like, yeah, you ain't gotta worry about it. It's not too crazy. How about this? I've shown this to Mike.
Yeah, what is it?
Hang on.
It's on YouTube. It can't be that bad.
Oh, it's bad.
What you mean? Can your people see this too?
Yeah. Oh wait, no.
This is backyard wrestling.
Yep. These always end well, you know? They end well every single time.
Oh, God. You fucking idiot.
I wonder how many more...
Dude, he's Scorpion standing.
No, his leg went the other way.
I'm saying he's Scorpion standing.
There was that one.
After tearing my ACL, that shit hurts to look at.
I imagine.
And here we...
No, can't do it. This music.
Yeah. An edited video.
Shit, but I always wonder, like, why do people, like...
You guys okay?
You guys okay?
Okay, dude, what's wrong?
What's wrong? I don't know, man. They just jumped off a roof.
They landed on his ass. That guy is screaming way too much.
Have you jumped off a roof and landed on your ass?
No, but I've jumped off a roof.
I got one for you.
I'm also not retarded. Not
That's true.
completely. I mean, I'm retarded, but not like that.
There's also this one.
I'd like to thank Red Bull for this opportunity. To see how small you really are.
You think he'll land on the ball?
No. No. You can breaking your tailbone. I hear is extremely painful.
Oh, I bet it is.
Oh man!
You can hear the pop.
Fucking idiot. He could have broken his spine.
I know.
You could do a lot of damage doing that kind of shit. But you know what? Whatever.
All right. I kind of prepared this last minute, so that's the only reason why things aren't much better as they could have been. But hey, you know.
Whatever, guys.
We're going to wrap this up, though, and then I'm going to edit it down and, you know.
Peace and blessings.
Sorry it wasn't very eventful, everyone. Probably the next one will be.
I won't be here for that one.
You won't be. Nelson will be.
I won't be here. Sorry if I'm a boring guest. Whatever.
Can you tell we look alike? Put it in the comment section if you believe so. Well,
my mustache is better. No, actually, no, it's not. My mustache is dog shit.
Well, should I go upstairs and mustache myself and just walk into the bedroom and surprise Alicia with it?
You should.
You think so?
You should not end the stream until you come back with a mustache.
No,
but you should dry shave.
I'm not going to do... You always want me to dry shave this. Fuck you.
Dry shave, film it, and put it on YouTube. Shaving fail, bro.
Mine and Alicia's last weekend together before she goes to Florida, and then like she spends the last 2 days with me
in the hospital.
Last day with me and with a fucking mustache.
Yeah, but you're gonna have like fucking bandages. I'm gonna have to like wrap your face in gauze because if you're gonna dry shave, it's the only way you're doing it.
I'm not dry shaving, dude. I will not do that. That is not. No. Why would I do that? What is wrong with you?
Oh man! So when you stream, like when you're actually streaming, do you still have like people who can redeem shit?
Yeah.
Is it the same thing as it used to be?
I took away the shot.
Why?
Because it was getting way overused, and I was getting fucked up on every stream. And I was like, and after my blood work came back and said that like your cholesterol is bad and your thyroid's fucked up, like you should probably cut back on the drinking. And I was just like, all right. Well, drinking doesn't help, so I was cutting back on it. So I stopped redeeming the shot because it was just like, dude, I would have whole bottles of whiskey gone in a couple of nights. And it was just, I was getting fucking hammered on every stream, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I'm going to replace it with this.
That's because you're a fucking rookie, dude.
I'm going to replace it with this fucking bad boy.
Dude, that's a big dilder.
Yeah. You got this fucking gummy worm and shit, and it's just like...
Oh, God. I fucking hated that. I hated every second of that. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to eat more of that, but I'm not eating anymore. Half of that shit was in your fucking mouth.
This is going to be like, I'm going to have bits to redeem this for me to like take a questionable bite. And the questionable bite would be like...
Stop! Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Stop. I hate that. I fucking hated that. God.
Oh, that's the opening clip for sure. I gotta put this fucker away. Hang on.
Yeah.
It tastes great though.
Dude, that thing. Well, not anymore.
There's
But
another end. This is a whole other end that hasn't been touched.
well, no thanks. You've ruined my appetite on giant gummy worms.
All right. Well, so anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Sorry the episode wasn't very eventful. I promise the next one will be. I'll have everything like planned out ahead of time. So
Sorry, he's apologizing for such a shitty guest.
nah, you're not a shitty guest. You're my brother. I love you.
By proxy, shitty guest.
By proxy? You're my brother by proxy?
No, shitty guest by proxy.
Nah, whatever. And they'll get over it.
Yeah,
anyway,
whatever.
love you guys. Appreciate y'all. Just remember to like and subscribe if you do enjoy this. And if not, then sorry. Tell me why you didn't like it. I'll do better. So
Get good.
don't forget to follow all the socials on the bottom. Join us on the Discord. And spread the word. We are the Blacklist Gaming Podcast. Well, I am the Blacklist Gaming Podcast. You're just here. And
Yeah.
and we appreciate you. Love you guys. Have a good night.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.